Welcome to the Alan Show. Welcome to the Earthquake Report. We know the earth moves and earthquakes happen. Welcome, guys. Today is Thursday, June 11, 2020. Do you know what time it is right now? Guys, alert! Dow Jones 7% down. Pooh, pooh, pooh. Markets are made of winners and losers, not winners and whiners. You win some, you lose some. If you don't want to lose, you don't play. But if you want to win, you have no choice but to play. Guys, do you know what time it is? If there was an earthquake right now, are you ready? Are you feet ready? Go! Uh-oh. You already wasted 7-8 seconds. See? That's simple. Let's try one more time. Go! See how fast? See how fast that is? You see what 10 seconds can do to your life? Are you ready? Were people in the market ready for this day? Some of them were because they follow all the information. But the ones that didn't, they got caught. Like the fish, right? In the net. You see some of them escape, some of them don't even get. Life is like that, guys. This earth goes through transformation all the time. We're not here to play. We're here to live. You see I have perspiration here right now because no matter how strong my AC is, it's so hot outside and so humid. That's why I love these shirts, by the way. Look, I walked 3 miles, went fast, power walk in the middle of the day. Don't do that unless you're healthy. I've been doing it all my life. And it's dry. It's called air dry. That's why you see me wear these shirts. They work perfectly because I do a lot of things. I like to stay active. I'm not the fittest person. I'm not muscle defined, but I like to stay strong. I'm like one of those guys that can pick up stuff. You see them, the big belly, but God Lord, those guys can pick like that, like core muscle. But because these at my age, I used to do it a lot when I was younger. Let's swim 3 times a week, weights, all that. But when you're older, you unless you have a very strict diet and you know what you're doing, you could hurt yourself. You could tear your muscles, and unless you're like a bodybuilder that does it for a living and know exactly what to do. I'm not. I'm gonna hurt myself, and guess what? It doesn't heal as fast when you're my age. So you have to be smart about things. So I do what I can with what I got. Guys, earthquake report today, 5.4 in St. Helena. Very interesting situation. I'm going to turn this around in a moment. But St. Helena, actually, let's do it right here. Why? Because it's not much to talk about it right now. St. Helena, so that you guys know, let's go here. Right? It's right here in the Atlantic Ridge, in the middle between Africa and Brazil. Right here is the earthquake. That was a 6.0 yesterday. Remember that mega earthquake yesterday in the middle of the ridge? Okay, there's something interesting about that because today there's a 5.4. So the activity is there. But here's what intrigued me, is that look at the amount of space that an earthquake that hits right here in the middle of the Atlantic Ridge, South Atlantic, right? Africa, Brazil. Tsunami possibilities are very, very possible. So the people that live in these areas right here, we always talk about the Pacific Rim, right? Right here, right? Asia, right? All this area, America, Chile, but once in a while, Mother Nature wants to do its own thing and surprise everybody. Guys, just keep an eye on it. Be on alert. Learn. This is a healthy game for us because it keeps us alert, and then we learn more about the behavior of things, why things happen. So now we know that something is brewing down here that created a 6.0 and a 5.4. Guys, remember, I'm a salesman by trade, but I've been following these things forever, and I love geology. I love geometry, mathematical things, and I love anything that has to do with calculations, anything that has to do with forecasting, predicting. And I'm not predicting anything. I'm just following the information. And when you compare information, once you had it for so long, now you start to create a pattern. And then you can see the possibilities of something happen becomes greater. And that's why you see these scientists, because they have gathered so much data, they give you an indication that, hey, maybe around your neighborhood something could happen, right? And then you do whatever you want to do with it. You either prepare, laugh at it, criticize it, or be smart and learn more and more. The more you know, the more power to you. Knowledge is power, even though some people want to keep you from it. Hey, let's not talk about that. Here we go. So guys, we have that major event here from yesterday and today, and that is your major event of the day. India, in Blair, India, let's move this, and I'm just going to use the map for you. In Blair, India, which is like off the coast of mostly Thailand, is in the Bay of Bengals. Let's go over here. Like, see, this is India right here. Right there. And it happened like around here. All right. So I'm just copying off the screen here, but it's more fun. I think it's interactive. So this is Africa right here. All right. So not much to report. Then we had a 4.6 Indonesia, the usual suspects. And again, guys, we have an activity in our beautiful continent here of the Americas, and also North America, continental North America, right here, the West Coast. West Coast, usual suspects. Be careful, be careful. You don't want to get caught in the quiet, right? You don't want to get caught like a fish in a net, unprepared and not knowing what to do in 10 seconds. The average earthquake, how much it lasts, can go from 30 seconds to 4 minutes. And it's like that earthquake back in Japan. I think it was like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something like that. Crazy number. So we know that they don't send emails, they don't send texts, they don't send you a warning, they don't send you your order is coming. Guys, let's be real about these things. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Cristobal. Let's see if we can finally get rid of this. God, Lord, this thing was for the books. Excuse me. Guys, my videos are not edited. They're chaotic. I could do a lot of special effects, and that's boring stuff. Because it's not real. This is real. I'm doing it right now. I'm moving this. I'm hitting Mr. Dummy. See? So he does things so you don't have to do it. Don't be a dummy. So, so guys, I'm calling you from my spaceship here to prepare. And finally, there are no storms. Mr. Cristobalito, it's gonna, and it's nothing more than remnants of a storm out there in the north part of the country, towards Canada and that area. Yeah, no more buckets of water, at least on a large scale. Guys, let's talk about the main event of the day. In this show, we talk about earthquakes, we talk about hurricanes, weather, anomalies. I don't talk about aliens. You want to talk about aliens? I know one thing about aliens. I'll tell you later on another show. Have you ever had an experience, like a UFO experience? Have you ever had a Blue Book project? Whoa! Whoa! I don't know why people keep talking about aliens and you hear the things that they do to humans, right? Like, human beings, man. They probably have a blast with us. Don't be a dummy. If you guys love that stuff, tell me about it. Comment something. Let's talk about it. I respect everybody's. If I see an alien, to be honest with you, I'll be more curious than anything else. Depending if it's the predator alien, I might thank God that I'm exercising every day because that guy probably run pretty fast, and at least I'll give it a shot at running away. But if it's like E.T. alien, then well, let me lend you my cell phone. Go ahead and make that phone call. I am not an angel of chaos. I'm an angel of order and happiness. All right. So, are you an angel of chaos? Do you like chaos in your life and to see chaos in the life of other people, relatives, family? Do you bring order to your home? Do you bring happiness? Let me tell you, guys, we're living in times right now where you're gonna have plenty of chaos. This is a transformation period in humanity and on earth, and I'm here telling you this because it is. I'm in it. But you can take two attitudes. You can take, oh, let me help chaos, or you can, hey, let me help people dealing with chaos. Let me give him a smile. Let me help him. Let me help my grandma. She's probably scared. Let me help my mom. She's probably scared. Let me help my nieces, my cousins, maybe they're scared. Maybe the little kids are scared. Maybe your dad's scared. Sometimes guys pose up like, yeah, I am not afraid. Talk about it with each other. COVID-19 has brought us an opportunity to, especially if you are home with your family, to talk about things. Forget about what's outside. Talk about inside stuff. A lot of people say, how much you got, that's how much I'm going to give you. Come on, guys, let's change that attitude. That's so 1980s. Let's be a people of the 21st century. Let's evolve into real spiritual human beings. A lot of people are out there creating chaos for no reason. All you have to do is either say I'm sorry or take an I'm sorry, an apology, accept it, and move on and be happy. It's better to have allies in this moment in time. Imagine you got a giant tsunami coming your way and you have nobody that can help you. And you can't call nobody because you ruin all your relationships because you thought money was going to save you, or you thought my arrogance is going to take care of me at that point. Well, guys, as we know in movies, those type of people, they always end up bye-bye, or they end up at the mercy of good people, good-hearted people. So don't be a dummy. Don't test it the hard way on your skin. Let that for Mr. Dummy here. So if you're in prompt areas of earthquakes and things like that, help one another, love one another. Hey, I heard of a story, these two people having a feud. And a big earthquake happened. They were neighbors and they were having a feud. Actually, one was having a feud with the other was, and there was a big earthquake, and this person went over there running because she heard screams and went into the house. And what's going on? And then it was just panic from the person that was feuding, right? And he came in, and later the person with the feud mostly sent the letter to thanking him, and they became friends. Sometimes it's just pure misunderstandings, guys. Let's not let chaos be the thing that's going to bring us together. Let's be smart and beat that to the punch. Let's get together. Let's be good people and forgive each other. Obviously, if somebody did you wrong, you want to forgive him and you want to have caution, right? You don't want to be a dummy of other people, anyways. But at the same time, you don't want to be holding those stuff. That's as bad as being in chaos. That is as bad as being in disasters every day, because those are emotional disasters. Just fly. Be a winner, guy. Don't be a dummy. Be a winner right here. So again, I'm going to be testing you now from every show. Are you ready? 5 seconds. Are you alive? Did you do something? There you go, guys. Be alert. You always have to walk your life. When you wake up, pull out your best card, your best hand to live life. All right? Earthquake report, not much to. I'll keep an eye on it. I'm expecting by, I'm not a geologist or anything, but by what's going on, it's been very quiet regarding that. So I'm expecting at any minute, so be prepared, right? That's what we do this show for, so you don't have to worry and you can be smart. My subscribers are going to be the smartest in the world because we're going to illuminate our mind, our soul, our spirit, and we're going to make the world shiny. We're going to make our country shine. You see the stars right there? Let's see. See, Mr. Dummy. Things happen to him so they don't happen to you, right? So, guys, remember, life is only decisions. And when events happen, right, like this, are you ready for the changes? That's all. And talk to your parents. Talk to your children if you have kids, right? I raised my kids, always aware. And in school, they were aware. And guess what? They're grown now. If it never happens, then what's the big deal? At least they learn something for their kids to teach them. And it's all passing on information from generation to generation. Someday I'm going to be grandpa or whatever, right? And then they'll tell me about it. Grandpa, you gotta go under the desk. And I'll be like, okay, let's go. I can't. Help me. So they'll probably pick up the desk and put it over me. Guys, this was a tremendous opportunity to share it with you. I know things are difficult. My job is to try to see if I can help you come out of this without any scratches by illuminating, inspire you. Illustrating you, like this is illustrating you, this is illustrating, all these little props and things are illustrating you so you can see visually that things can be done a different way, or at least entertain you, make you laugh. Goofy me, right? I'm really not that goofy, believe it or not. I'm very strict with myself. I spent my entire life with suits. Everybody thought I was like some other person that I was, because I was always, my nice suit, my shoes shine, my hair, my total, dress like you want to conquer the world, right? The way I always said it is, you always got to dress like you're going to meet the president. This day is not that popular, but anyways, who wouldn't want to meet, right? At the end of the day, guys, our emotions, sometimes they're more than what you really are. They've just been driven by chaos or by misinformation. In the end of the day, I am a truly believer that everybody is a good person and deserves to have the most out of life. This planet does it for free for us. The planet has been doing the fruits and all that, right? We're the one that charge one another, but you don't make fruits. The fruits, you plant them, but the planet makes the fruit. Yeah. But some people, right, like I said, if we're not getting along, we're going to make those fruit really expensive, right? But then there it is. Expensive fruits expensive answers, right? Real quick, guys, Dow Jones. Don't be gloomy. We were at 18,000 points back in March 23, $18,213. Now everybody's throwing the blanket, right? They're throwing the towel. Oh, the world is gonna end. Now we are 25,128. You see that right there? It was 18,000. Now it's 25,000. We're gonna find a solution. We always do. And if not, then are you ready? Stop thinking that other people are gonna fix your problems. $9,492 for the NASDAQ, down 527 points, 5.27%. Those are very, very hits, very, but not quite to knock down the economy. We're a strong country at the end of the day. We'll keep fighting. 3,002. S&P. Love the S&P. Don't you love the S&P? Every time you get in a car, not at this one, it fell off the tire. But anytime you get in a car, say, thank you, S&P. I couldn't make that car myself. And all I had to do is make these payments, and I got this freedom to go anywhere. You can be 800 miles away in the same day. You know how long it took our ancestors to travel 700 miles back in the old days? Well, first of all, it wasn't just a trip and fill it with gas. No, it was an entire odyssey. Now you see, the market does wonders. But, like I always say, if you want to take the attitude of not, you're free to. That's what makes the market. Different opinions, different concepts, right? S&P, the old dogs, they survive all kinds of crises, all kinds of things, but they're still building your car out there. They're not going to stop because something went wrong. No, they're going to continue. 188 points down, 5.89%. Today, the market across the board was about 7% down. That's a big hit. A lot of jobs depend on this, guys. So if you're a person that says, oh, well, I'm glad it wasn't me, that is called a recession. But when they say, now is you, that is called a depression. Gotta watch out, guys, for what we feel for other people. A lot of people are wishing this down. A lot of people are constantly preaching this anti-economy sentiment because it hasn't got to their door yet. Or they feel that they're on the winning side of this. Be careful to celebrate too soon. The universe has a way to teach us all a simple lesson, that we are all in this together. All right? So for the people that lost today, don't whine. Just simply take your loss. I'm not a financial advisor or anything, but I tell you, I've been in situations where I lost. In the stock market, in everything. I had situations where I lost and I had to get stronger, get passionate, and get back in the game and get back on the horse and don't look back. Because you can't take what already happened. What you can do is reset, regroup, and restart. Not a financial advisor. You do what your heart feels like. All right, guys. So the earthquake report today, gold must have been running because, oh my goodness. In Espanol, gold is oro, O-R-O, oro. And plata, P-L-A-T-A, plata, that's silver. Bilingual, that's why I have that, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Lucy, I'm home. I'm going above my time today, oh my God. It's my show. I hope you watch. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. Tell me something. Some people are subscribing. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for putting up with my crazy. It's good crazy though. All right, guys. Gold. $1,728 actually was down $10. Sometimes gold fluctuates depending on what it looks into the future. Because they say, oh, you know what? It's just a sneeze of the market will come back. So they say, nah, not time to put our assets in defensive mode. Silver was up over $18. Now it's down $17.64, down 48 cents. See, I was telling you, almost half a dollar. Opportunities, who knows, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you information for you to be entertained. And nobody speaks of rhodium, so I will keep asking what is rhodium and why is it so expensive? No movement there. Copper, $2.58. You know what? I'm very intrigued why copper is going up. Copper has been going up steady. Let's see. It's a industrial metal, so pay attention. Crude oil down $35.98, down $3.62, or a 9%. See again. Oh, people will say, no, we don't, whatever. Guess what? Now the market's down, oil people goes down. See how it affects things? We can't be celebrating just because you're in the meat sector and the vegetable sector is going down. Eventually, meats and vegetables meet somewhere and it gets tricky. See that flag back there? See this flag right here? As long as you live in this, within this, you are one of us. If you are down right now, we want to wish you the best for you to get back up. Do not be so down on you. This is not intentional. This is things happen. So get back on your feet, get your legs strong so it can hold your body, and start walking straight. We are upright creatures. We don't defeat. We just experience and keep going. All right, guys. And that's it for today, I guess. Bitcoin. I'll be surprised if it's down, but let's see. Let's see what the digital people did today with their money. Boop. Down 6%. So across the board, 9,320 for one Bitcoin. Guys, across the board, things were down. Not a good day, right? Day. Don't think that the world is like this every day. Some people won, some people lost. At the end of the day, that's what the world is, because we live in a competitive world. Remember, everybody said, hey, my country is number one. My country is number one. What? So, you think it stays one just by accident? You have to work at it. If you're not working with your country to be number one, then you're working it to be number two. Now get the picture. So get to work with your country to be number one instead of wishing that we were number two and you end up being number two. That's my message for today. God bless you guys. Remember, set, go. Are you ready in case of an earthquake? Do you have your preparation? You have your 3 days. No excuses anymore. Do not take this lightly. I've been telling you the stock market. I've been telling you all this already because I'm letting you know what's going on. And when you have information, you have no excuse why you're suffering. If you want to suffer because you just like how the tears taste, then nobody can help you. But if you are out there engaging your life and making decisions that are going to expand your life and make you happy with you and your family, then there will be nothing but tears of joy. And I wish you the best. Guys, as I always say, if you don't want to cry, don't play. This is the Earthquake Report.